You are watching Limited Resources Draft Series on MTGO Academy featuring Marshall Sutcliffe.
Hey guys, Marshall here from Limited Resources doing another video for MTGOacademy.com and little Born of the Gods action. We've opened up a pretty nice one here. Vanguard, Akrone Phalanx, Akrone Skyguard are, well, they're the three best cards in the pack. Other good cards include Vortex Elemental and Searing Blood, though I feel pretty comfortable taking a white card out of the pack here, as we could probably get Excoriate back. It's between Skyguard and Vanguard for me. Skyguard's sort of the default pick. Vanguard has a little bit more application in other decks, but Skyguard's probably the safe one here. It's just we're shipping some pretty nice white, so we're going to have to cut it pretty hard. The other option is to go against the grain and take Vortex Elemental. Whelming Wave isn't really in the discussion here. I really just want to play with Vanguard, to be honest, but the mana requirements is significantly different here. Yeah, I'll just take the Skyguard. Not much here for us. I think I'm actually just going to take this Temple. I mean, I could take Oracle's Insight, but none of these are really exciting, and Temple's worth a few tickets and is actually quite good and limited as well. So let's just try that out and kind of feel out where we're at here. Cool picture, too. All right, another Skyguard. I don't really need to sell you guys on that one, I'm sure. So we're just going to take it. What probably is going to happen is this first pack, it looks like white might be openish. We'll take the good stuff that we can. We'll wheel something out of that first pack, probably nothing great, but something. And then in the second pack, we're not going to see much white because we ship so much of it, and we're going to have to concentrate on our other color. And then when we come back in the third pack, hopefully we'll get hooked up again. Well, I'm not going to argue with the fourth pick, Bolt of Keranos. I mean, it seems that the tides may have shifted. It depends. Like in some world, it could be true that now these are in fact underdrafted after having been quite overdrafted. I'm going to take a Kragma Butcher here. It's interesting how it goes back and forth. You know, it waxes and wanes the way these work. At first I was drafting these type of decks the whole time, and I was quite happy about it. And then it dried up harshly, and I was pretty unhappy about drafting them. And then sometimes it comes back the other way. Griffin Dreamfinder, Cyclops. Probably just a Cyclops over the Reveler here. I think Cyclops is okay. This pack has nothing for us, so I'm going to take Scouring Sands so that they don't kill us with it, and also just as a sideboard card. It has but one eye. Okay, not much here. I'm going to take this Sun Chaser, but pretty unexcited about it. All right, the Vortex Elemental came back. That's bad. Probably just want the combat trick, to be honest. I like Griffin Dreamfinder quite a bit, but we don't even have any targets for it. And it looks like I spoke a little too soon. I think white is going to be just heavily drafted at this table all around. So my prediction probably not going to come true, and we may have entered the death fray that I hate to be in. And it looks like that's the case, though. It's also the end of the Born of the Gods pack, where there's nothing anyway for anybody. So hopefully we can piece together a deck. I mean, when you look at our cards, they're actually very bad. Double Akrone Skyguard is nice. Bolt of Keranos is good. Kragma Butcher's pretty good. This is mediocre. This is barely playable. This is barely playable. So not exactly a great pack one for us here. And blue does seem to be the most open color here. We got a fairly late divination of Wheeled Vortex Elemental and a last pick Nullify. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. We pick up an Ember Swallower. What else is here? Wavecrash Triton, Prescient Chimera, Ordeal of Thassa. Lots of good blue cards, Nessian Asp. I'm just going to take this Ember Swallower here, though. I think it's the most powerful card in the pack, and we are touching red right now, so I think I'll stick with that and see what we get in these next few picks to figure what our other color is. We could be red-blue, which isn't a great color combo, but it's reasonable. I mean, we're giving up 2 Sky Guards, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. I mean, they are our 2 best cards, but still, we can make it work potentially. You got to be flexible, and you know, like I said, I don't like entering this fray if I can avoid it because of this. You get sandwiched. I mean, none of those white cards came back out of that pack. All right, here is Divine Verdict, Prescient Chimera. That's an interesting one. I feel like blue is the way to go. And if that's the case, we want this Chimera. But, I mean, I do have more. I can play Divine Verdict, and it goes right in the deck. Well, I guess I'll stick to it for another pick here and see if I can't make it work. I certainly don't want to jump ship too soon with double Skyguard. But it just doesn't feel like it's going to be there. I'm scared. Okay. An Elmer? That makes me a lot less scared. Maybe we wheel a Pegasus or even a Titan Strength. Okay. I like where this is going. Get rid of these blue cards and start killing some people? Ugh, maybe not. Well, Stone Shock Giant will work. But not the kind of cards we want to be picking up. And we want Observant Alseids and Hopeful Eidolons and stuff like that here to start really abusing what we've got. I mean, this is a great pickup, don't get me wrong. And so Stone Shock Giant's really solid too. Not much here. A Laganaban Elder or just a Temple. Griptide in blue. Best card in the pack. I'll take the Temple. I like having multiple Temples, and this one actually is in both of our colors. Temple of Enlightenment could be in blue for us, though probably not. Like, this would go away. We don't really want to play this, and we're not splashing for Divination. Well, let's just assume that we're going to be red-white. So there's the Setessan Battle Priest and Ill-Tempered Cyclops. Satyr's the best card. Shipwreck Singer's up there as well. I don't really want more 4-drops, but I think Ill-Temper's better enough that we do want it here. Okay, not a ton going on in this pack anyway, so I'll take a 3-drop with Laganaban Elder. And good black cards floating around, but nothing terribly great. And the blue does seem open still for sure. I'll take a Wavecrash Triton. None of these cards are good. None of these cards are good either. We're definitely fighting. This is what there's 2 other drafters at the table drafting similar to what we're doing deck looks like. Okay, there's an Ordeal. And I think Ordeal of Perforos is exactly what we want here. If we're lucky, we'll get this back. But Ordeal seems great. It goes with our Skyguards really well. And right now, we don't really have much support for our Skyguards, so we kind of need to pick anything we can that does. I mean, Chosen does, but I wonder if Heliod is what we want here. Probably not. Probably Lightning Strike or Chosen. Heliod's worth a couple of tickets, but I think I can spare a couple of tickets for you guys. The question is it good enough to actually just run in this deck? And I think it's not. So if that's the case, do we want Chosen by Heliod or Lightning Strike? I'm going to go with Lightning Strike. I mean, Chosen obviously is a card that we're interested in, but Lightning Strike's too good to pass. In this case, though, Hopeful Eidolon or Lightning Strike is kind of a different question, because Hopeful Eidolon is quite good in our deck. I mean, it's still a Lightning Strike, which is just amazing no matter what, but I'm going to go for Hopeful Eidolon here. We really do need something to put on these Crow and Sky Guards. We just have so little here. I mean, this is like what we're doing. Cavalry Pegasus gives us double flying. Yeah, I guess that's what we're taking. Gosh, there's just not much here. We still have 6 more cards to get to playables, and we've got 11 cards that we're getting. So start looking at what we got going on here, because making playables is going to be tough. Yeah, look at this. Just garbage. Just the junks. Could consider the third Temple. Ray of Dissolution is the only other card we can consider playing. I'm going to take the Temple over it. I want to be able to find our good cards. Minotaur Skullcleaver or Laganaban Elder. Generally speaking, it's a Skullcleaver pick. Yeah, I'll take it. Looks like Wild Celebrants is probably going to make the cut. Sun Chaser cannot. Still need to make quite a few more picks here to actually get to playables. All right, well, we're getting there. Arena Athlete or Spearpoint Oread. I'm going to take the Oread here. I like Athlete okay, but I think we need to be able to, again, have something to bestow onto these guys. Rambler, today's your day, buddy. You're in. Bronze Sable, you're in. Like, you're definitely making the cut. Cutting Tormented Hero. Spark Jolt's going to get the start. Hold It Bay, absolutely. Yeah, well, I told myself this is why I don't like to play these or draft these cards. Picking those early Sky Guards just feels like such a trap, but I did it anyway, so here we are. Scholar probably can't play it, though. That would be our 23rd playable. Somehow none of these make black. Maybe Impetuous Sun Chaser makes the cut in this deck. Ugh. No, I refuse. I could play one of these. And we've got a curve and a plan, so we're not drawing dead, that's for sure. I'm going to play the Sun Chaser, I think. I think this is our deck here. Yeah, that's it. That's our magical deck. We have some draws that can do some things, but pretty bad overall. 5, 6. only 6 white sources with this build. 9, 10, 11. Why would we do that? So this gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd probably rather have it be switched, just to make sure that we can try to hit these sky guards on time. 8, 9. Even though we've got more double reds, I think 8 is okay here. All right, mediocre red-white. Let's see what it